mics? There we go. What's up, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot? How are we doing out there? Let's go. Yeah, thank you for coming out to Humorous Resources. We got a very special show today. We have 101X in the buildings. Accompanying me will be CJ Morgan, a hilarious radio personality, an unapologetic asshole, if you will, from some people would say. And we're allowed to cuss on this show. I'll tell you what, we don't get sent, there's no FCC here, buddy. Yeah, come on up, CJ Morgan. He's going to be joining me. We're going to be interviewing you guys. Some of you might get a job, some of you might get, roasted. I don't know, don't be weird. So, but, yeah, we have a couple sponsors today. Don Rico Tequila is our first one. This is the one we're most excited about. And then our other one would be So Gay Rosé. It's literally called So Gay Rosé, and that's so gay.
This is what Alex Jones talked about, turning the frogs gay. This is what they put in the water, but it's delicious. It's well worth it, trust me.
And their slogan is just the sip, so, Well, the way we're going to work today is we're going to call you up, and you're going to, before you do your interview, you're going to drop the Plinko punishment board.
Sure.
And, you're going to get one of a few items. They can range from a pour of Don Rico tequila, you can get a Lone Star, or you can get some So Gay Rosé. Or you get a CJ's Choice or a Sam Select.
Yeah, you can shave my back.
You can shave his back.
Which is disgusting and hairy, I can trust you. I also brought my gel blaster, which is like a water gun, but it hurts.
Yeah,
so,
we'll shoot you.
A lot of fun.
Not scared. Yeah, again, so CJ, you had me at the radio station on Thursday, and I appreciate that, by the way. It was really good. When I got there, though, he had me waiting out, in the parking lot, basically. But
yeah, we have a camera and audio recordings to make sure you're legit before we let you back into our secret slime.
One thing I noticed while I was out there, though, you have all of the music trucks parked in the back lot.
Yes.
One thing I noticed is you have all of the English-speaking radio stations on one side, and then you have the one Mexican station over by itself.
Sure, that's because all the other station vehicles are broke down, and that's the only one we've managed to keep working. So it's
interesting.
It moves. The rest of them don't. Hey, if you want to steal some cheap audio equipment, you know where to go. Bunch of broke down ass radio vehicles with some crappy mics and PAs.
Yeah, and you guys are hiring for a few jobs today.
Yeah, several.
11 actually. So if you are interested in signing up to be interviewed, this is for a real job. You can either, if you have a resume, bring it up, give it to me, and I will put it in the pile. Or you can grab a blank one from the bar. The lovely Kat will be happy to give you one, and you can fill it out, circle the job you're interested in applying for. Last thing, each table has a QR code, and you can scan it and check the job descriptions if you need more information. So without further ado, what do you think? Let's just get started, man.
Let's do it. My back is sweating and hairy.
Your back is sweating.
Let's get to it!
And hairy. Let's just pull off the top. We have Lauren Jameson, top of the stack.
All right, Lauren, come on down.
Lauren.
Dressed for the interview too. I like that.
Yes.
It's professional, but also modern, with a little hints of some throwback. So I will say, if you dress right for the interview, that's the very first #1 key. I've talked to people when I'm hiring that wear sandals. It's like, dude, I can smell your feet. Your toenails haven't been cut, and I'm supposed to trust you tweeting about radio station crap? No, you can't even clean your own toes. So yes, appearance is everything. We're judgmental human beings. Also, I don't want to see your feet.
We care about hygiene here at Humorous Resources.
I showered, I cleaned my toes, and I shaved them.
Oh,
even better. Yeah.
Shave the toes.
Fun fact on the resume, she's a hobbit, actually, from the Shire.
Yeah.
So hairy feet are very prevalent.
What's your hairiest toe?
I don't know. It's moody. Sometimes it's just these two little arid hairs on a big toe.
That's not a hairy toe. That's like a.
It's just these two little stragglers.
Toe.
You were nodding. You were like, oh, you shave your toes too?
You have two on the spot.
The lengths we
Tell
go
us.
to for you fucking dudes, dude.
Yeah.
I have to shave
appreciate
2
it.
extra hairs.
I'll be honest, if
I don't give a crap, man. I will eat your ass or suck your toes as hairy as they are because it's 2 for 1.
There we go.
My dentist always tells me I forget to floss. Just helps right there.
Perfect.
So,
okay, I'll save in razor blades. Do you like me
you.
to shave your back now or later?
well, before we start, see what you get. Let's we'll have you, Lauren. You can go up and grab a Plinko chick, or CJ. Yeah, you go for her.
Oh, you're gonna do it for me because I'm so helpless and incapable.
Yeah,
like,
your hair
You know what?
They weigh you down. Yeah, you can
These
do
are
it.
the modern
You can
days.
do
I'm
it.
not doing that.
Yeah, we're not going to take that criticism here, Lauren. No one's getting canceled today, all right? Any way you want, whatever you would like.
We've got So Gay Rosé, a Lone Star, CJ's Choice.
A Lone Star!
Lone Star it is.
Help yourself, young lady. That big blue bucket, you get a Lone Star of your choice. Throw
You
it.
can't say young lady, you have to say young lady. Just to be
What if I call
careful
her
in case.
Maven? Young Maven.
Ah, fair wench!
Ah, barmaid!
Have some mead.
Lone Star beer for the Lone Star of David Jew. Awesome.
Yes.
Well, fellas, I'm gonna burst your bubble real quick. Someone else is gonna have to drink this for me because I don't imbibe.
You don't
Okay.
drink alcohol? It's a
3
weird-
years in a week.
Well,
Congratulations!
Thank you.
Yes, I relapsed yesterday. So
I'm not gonna
I'll
relapse
take-
here. This is not where it's gonna be. It's gonna be in Costa Rica if I do ayahuasca at Rhythmia.
very
how about a water? Is that better?
Planned.
Oh, so you not just sober, but everything sober? Because my
Yes.
thing was like, well, I can still do edibles, LSD, shrooms, and occasionally take a nice key bump. But as long as I'm not drinking alcohol, I'm
Right.
cool. Guess what all those things make me do?
Drink
fucking
alcohol. Yeah, you get a little
Alcohol.
thirsty when you're all like that.
I got a great business idea. What we're gonna do is interview people on stage. It'll be funny.
That's
I love
cocaine.
Yeah.
I think we're talking about cocaine right now.
Is this already working against me because I'm not drinking?
No,
it's
you're
not.
honest.
Yeah.
That's more important, I would say.
Honest and hairy. We love that here at Humorous Resources. What job are you applying for, though, Lauren? Do you?
Well, it was brought to my attention by a gentleman over there by the door. Hey, door guy. Grant, Mr.
Grant
Thornburn.
Thornburn, one of the partners
that
for the
I might be solid fit for the project coordinator role or also the radio producer.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you,
Oh.
radio producer sucks. You do not want that job.
Okay, moving on.
All right.
You're
Oh wait, I'm supposed to be professional.
Oh, semi.
Do you like not making money and have egotistical assholes yell at you in an area that has 0 air conditioning?
Oh wow, he knows I'm a stand-up comedian. Already there, dude.
All right, you got it.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, let's just like not even go lateral. Let's go beneath.
What is it?
Perfect.
That's a life coach, actually. I'm a life coach.
Yeah,
that's
that
beneath
may
a
answer
stand-up
my
comedian.
question. What's an accomplished and motivated professional with a corporate background? It sounds like you're repeating yourself.
Did I?
I'm an accomplished and motivated professional with a corporate background.
How is that redundant?
I mean,
Sam?
corporate, professional, I don't know. That's
Not all backgrounds are corporate.
I guess
that
you
are
could be
professional.
like a professional.
I'm a professional comedian.
escort. Oh yeah, that's
That's
fair,
not
too.
corporate.
Yeah.
I've worked in a wide array of industries
Yeah.
since college. My background being in broadcast.
Well, you're not supposed
So
to yell at your
perfect for this.
interviewer, so.
Oh, Sam pretends to be a stand-up comedian, ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Sam actually does a lot of things, and comedian is one of them. But you know
I'm
what?
not
I
allowed
don't
to yell at
just do
him.
comedy because I'm more talented than that. You know what I mean? So
No, I love you, dude. We had a fun night of comedy together at Ibble.
we did. I booked you on my show at Ibble. We had a nice event for South by Southwest. I almost said AC.
Networking. This
Yeah.
is how it works.
This is how it works. And
Meeting
now look at
people
you.
in
And
other
now he's
things.
never gonna book me
Yeah,
again
now
because I
you're
just
fucked.
roasted him right on the
Little
game.
bitch.
It's
No.
okay.
Bitch, not drinking.
Yeah, you.
When it comes to broadcasting and working in radio, we get a lot of people that think I'm a star, so I should get to be in radio. My band is good, so I should get to do this. How do you think you would fit in a very, again, me industry and humbly grow through the ranks until you can be me? How do you temper those kind of expectations and work the job until you get to the point you really want to? Or is it just, no, fake it till I make it, I'm here?
I enjoying just about everything I do. I mean, when I'm not on stage as a comedian, I'm shoveling cat shit and dog poop. Like, I take care of animals. I do a lot of, I used to be a janitor at a yoga studio, free yoga.
Yeah.
Come clean that place once a week, get as much yoga as you want, you know? Those memberships are expensive. I'm just pretty resourceful. Pretty much, stand-up comedy is as toxic an environment as it gets. So, moving here to Austin, this is my home state. I'm from Houston. I've been in California the last 10 years, and I don't know if other stand-ups can agree with me, but it's pretty much like the freshman year in college here. Like, everyone's moving here. Every single day I meet a new comic, and everyone's looking, you know, to be at Joe Rogan's club.
To hit that grand
Which
slam.
is an urban legend at this point. Okay, Joe, like, get it together.
I think he's going to have that old cult thing. There was a very weird, because, you know, I've over the years dated a comic. I'm what they call a chuckle fucker.
Oh, yes.
But in Austin, you have a very good scene. Represented by so many talented people. Martha Kelly, just one of them from Baskets, from everything like that. Also, Martha Kelly's sober, and when she sees me drinking, she'll send me DMs. That's very sweet. But you have a weird thing in Austin where it went from no one doing comedy for 2 years, and then all the open micers got clubs at BYOB gas stations, and then all the Joe Rogan bros moved here and were like, if I could just get on Kill Tony, I'm gonna be fucking famous, and I'm gonna be on the fucking podcast. Now, when it translates to this job interview, it doesn't. That's just me ranting about those two shitty types of comedians here in Austin now.
Right.
But yes, chuckle fucker. Learn that. You want to go to a
Chuckle fucker.
comedy show and wait around like, you're so funny.
I know, it makes your panties drop. It's wild
Right
how
away.
it can happen, because if that guy, like, or girl probably did anything else, you'd be like, I'd never give him the time of day.
Exactly.
It's wild. Yeah, I've had that said to me, like, if you're gonna take, you know, date a comedian, Lauren, at least date one that's made it.
No, because never mind. We're not going to get into more secrets I know about celebrities. Ask me later. Back to the
Keep
job
drinking.
interview.
Keep drinking, CJ. But you said me. I don't think I ever want to be in an environment where it's just me. I'm just not. That's not embedded in my DNA. I'm not wired that way.
It becomes sadly isolated unless you're that dude from The Matrix. It's just like me. Other than that, yeah, it can be a lonely place.
Yeah,
to be
stand-up
in.
comedy is reminiscent of that. I've been
You
on
don't
the
think
road by
stand-up
myself.
comedy is
It's-
me?
Well, you're alone a lot of the time. If you're on the road and you're performing, you're by yourself a lot of hours of the day before the show comes on at night. So
Right. So it is me.
no, it's
Me,
like
me, alone in
don't
the hotel
isolate, don't stay connected, have friends.
Okay, so you should do improv instead.
Yeah.
If there's
Maybe-
Wonderful
any other-
world.
if there's, here are the number of careers in Austin. Realtors, number 1.
Oh Jesus!
Musicians, number 2. Comics and stand-up improv, 3, 4, right there.
And then
I used to be
promotions
a realtor.
coordinator 5.
Oh no, I'm
In
sorry.
San Diego,
Oh, even
before
worse.
yeah. Wearing this dress, actually. This was an open house dress. I was like, fuck, I know I have something professional in here somewhere.
Throw it on. Next question
Are you
for the
bilingual?
job.
Are you bilingual?
Bilingual?
Maybe.
Oh, I saw you do have a lot of bilingual roles. Conversational, not super. I should be. I'm ashamed I'm not.
What should you be bilingual in though?
Spanish, for sure. And Hebrew, probably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are famously you tell everyone you were Jewish and you're very open about it. I didn't know you were Latina. Is that why you should know?
Latinx, Sam.
Wow,
Jesus
dude.
Christ, my favorite porn category.
Are you?
Can we quit it with the fucking trying to make up new languages, okay?
I could have called you Latino, right? But that would be masculine. So I thought I did it right.
I would be.
Do I know more than you about?
You know about
Spanish?
yourself. That's a great thing about having resumes.
I'm not Latina. Am I that tan? Really?
No, you
Thank
said you should know Spanish or whatever. I'm just asking why should you?
Well,
obviously know that?
I grew up in Houston and I lived in San Diego on and off. Like, those are border towns. I went and lived in Mexico for 3 months during the pandemic in 2020. But I was with a Ukrainian family, so
Can you
I was
say-
listening to that shit all day long.
Can you say "Ay que rico"?
Ay, que rico.
Woo! Our sponsor's Don Rico. IKRico.com if you'd like to find out more. Anyways, back to you, Lauren. Sorry.
I'm sorry, am I being paid for that voiceover just now? Like,
No,
what's
you
going
can
on
have a
here?
Lone
I'm
Star.
not-
I'll
I
pay
don't
you
work
with
for
a
free.
Lone Star.
We got free alcohol.
Or you can have some So Gay Rosé.
The only thing that I have a serious question about not even serious, just kind of a note and observation, because I'm one of those radio jerks that went to a college I could get into. So I get invited back to go to that college because it gets me Twitter and TikTok followers now these days, these ticky-tackies. I always give the advice of, if you have a resume, you keep it on one page.
Whoa! You sold your own poison, dude.
I've noticed that this is a multiple resume thing.
Yeah, I don't want to read any of that shit if I'm being honest.
It's too.
I'm looking at it, I'm like, this paragraph format, it's like...
I'm not going to read it anyways.
Sorry, I didn't write it on a piece of chicken scratch in a composition book and bring one at all. It was meant to print front to back, but who has a printer anymore?
That's even worse, because then I'm going to forget to read the back.
Yeah.
Well, that's the only advice I can give.
It is true. I was a headhunter right when I got out of college.
Yeah.
Didn't even know what that industry was. They're like, yeah, it's a job where you get people jobs. I said,
you try to steal people from one place to another.
Yeah, hunt heads.
Then pay them less at the other place.
Yeah, and then take a percentage
than the person
of that.
before.
Or just recruit people that are looking for jobs. You know, the unemployment rate hasn't been great over since grade 08, the last crash.
Hey, people just don't want to work anymore.
No, I'll tell you what.
No, we don't want to work.
I know, what am I doing here? I gotta go. Forget it.
All right. Well, I guess
good
you're
thing
hired.
I don't think she got the job anyway, so if I'm
I have several.
Yeah, I know you have several jobs. I don't think you're getting another job.
Video editing and Final Cut. I'm sorry, we're Adobe Premiere all the way.
I know that too.
Yikes.
And for that reason, we're gonna have to pass. Okay, Lauren Jameson.
Well, thanks for telling me this job pays shit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, welcome.
Hey, but on the serious note, though, I will. CJ will take your resume and he'll pass it along, and if it doesn't get thrown in the trash, someone may call you.
No, I just roll that up and smoke it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna Owen Wilson this. We tried. I'm gonna take that back.
Nope.
What's your stance on Columbus Day? Do you work?
I think
I'm gonna get that resume back.
The state of Texas still has Mondays that you get off for Confederates Day.
Juneteenth. I can't wait till all the sales next year. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. Change your profile picture now, ladies and gentlemen.
No, I like my profile picture.
Okay, well, great. Well, Lauren Jameson, thank you so much for coming up on the show.
Thank you.
If you would like, give her a big round of applause, everybody.
I'm taking the bullet.
If you would like to grab some 101X swag on your way, you can please help yourself.
Where do we find you on social media?
Yeah,
and your stand-up comedy, by the way.
Plug yourself.
So we can go see you do shows.
Go fuck yourself, Sam. Lauren Jameson Comedy. I'm gonna go to Kill Tony after this, so.
Whoa, how dare you plug another show during my show.
That's why I went first.
Whatever. You're lucky. No,
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Lauren. I'm talking
hanging.
shit. I'm talking shit, thank you.
Tell that piece of shit creep Tony to... Well, never mind. Don't tell him anything. I'm a nobody.
I heard Hulk Hogan's going to be there today, so I don't blame her for wanting to go. Maybe I just made everybody leave right now. I probably shouldn't have said that.
The Hope's got a hog. We have another interview coming up, another human that wants to work in radio for some reason. Here's the thing about radio. You don't get paid a lot, but you get free food, you get free concert tickets, and you regularly get to get drunk and make a complete ass of yourself in front of your coworkers who usually don't give a shit. So it's a great place to work. We laid off our HR lady during the pandemic.
Oh God.
We don't have anywhere to go and complain to. It's great.
And that's why you're working with HR Humorous Resources now, baby. Let's go. Okay, well let's start with Kim. One name. Kim. Kim.
Come on down.
There we go. Let's go. Kim, you look reluctant to come up here. I want you to know it won't go as aggressive as the last one. Lauren had a bone to pick with me, so
yeah, we should state that. Y'all know each other.
Yeah, we do know each other. We're friends.
She really did want this job, and you just tanked that poor young lady.
Yeah, well, she tanked it with her 2-page resume. But
I didn't want this job.
Kim, would you like to drop
a Plinko chip?
You can, for a chance to get, one of a few prizes.
A delicious drink, and of course, the Don Plinko.
Well, yeah, but
I like that initiative.
Why don't you drop it first and let's see what would have happened, you know? You can just pull it out of that Lone Star one. Yeah, but let's just do it for the show. Why don't you...
Pretend to make us look like we know what we're doing.
Yeah, maybe you'll get Lone Star and then we won't have...
One chip. Pretty much.
There's more.
Yes.
Man, you're aggressive too. This might go. I don't know.
And the Lone Star.
And a Lone Star. What do you know?
Showing up, taking initiative, knows what she wants, and is not going to put up with any garbage.
I'll tell you, I like that. I thought you would be way nicer from your handwriting.
I went to Girl Boss University.
So you're applied for the digital content producer.
Yeah.
A very good position because it's a lot of fun doing social media.
So much fun.
What is it like being a female on the internet, and tell us about your DMs? How, in an industry where you have weirdos constantly on your ass, how do you handle DMs?
I mean, I handle them politically. It really just depends on how many followers they have. And then I get my answers from there.
Okay.
Would you
If
mind
they're
speaking a little
great-
closer to the mic? Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
I am soft-spoken. I'm so sorry.
you. No, that's okay. You can hold it if you prefer, whatever's easier for you.
I'm okay.
Cool.
But no, it's like if they're a brand that wants to work with me and offer my friends 80% off, and then me a solid like 15 or 10 if I buy their product, they pass the test.
Nice. That is a good way to
That actually is
seek
some-
employment rather than desperately go
That
there.
actually is something that happened to me with my dog.
Hell yeah.
Can
I
you
like
say
that a
the
lot.
Can you say the brand?
No, I ended up just buying a product because they were supporting an animal shelter in the Philippines, so I just bought a product.
Okay.
It was very arms of the angel with
Oh, yeah.
every post that they sent me, so I was like, dear God.
I have those same cowboy boots. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very great. Like if you ever wanted a very rare, small, tiny pig.
I think I
pigs are the
drunkenly DM'd
smartest.
them one night, and I was like, dear God, Sarah McLachlan, you
Great boots.
There we go.
What do you got?
Well, I don't know really. So this is about social media. I don't know what a digital content producer is. What
want
do
me
you
to
know?
walk you through it?
Yeah, you tell. That would be great. This might get you the job. Just how knowledgeable you are about it.
So a digital content producer ends up being somebody who sits in between sales and also the content team. So the craziness that everyone wants to create, you figure out a way to sell it. And you sell your soul along the way, and you convince other people to sell their souls, and you get to see about 0.5%, am I correct, of the sale.
And you have to deal with constant change and correction. Let's say you get a salesperson that says, all right, this is our branding, this is our message, this is what we want to say. So you put that on an image, and then the next day they say, whoa, that is way too much text. We can't put that on the image. You say, well, that's the copy points you sent me, and they say, yeah, no, we need all that on there, but it's too much text. And then you bang your head into a wall and get really good at patching sheetrock, so you go work in construction.
Oh shit.
Actually, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, we nailed it. That's what being digital is. My question about social media is there's always something new. There's always something different. The current new thing is called Be Real, where you take a picture of your surroundings and it automatically, the selfie camera gets you. So you have a timer. It sends you a message. You got to do it right away. How do you know when a social media for a brand is something they should jump on or they shouldn't? Or do you think you should just get the username in case so it matches? Like, how do we know what the next tickety tack is and what all of these kids are on this snap troops these days?
I love that you asked that. It's actually on the resume I didn't provide for you, that I help brands become transparent.
Okay.
But yeah, it's about learning how can you be as open as possible so that you don't get canceled. So you figure out what platform you can have certain people that are non-threatening take photos of themselves and take photos of real life experiences and then post that. And then people suddenly want to buy a product. It's that easy.
So
Look at
you
I
sell. You're like.
Look at Target
So you're dealing
Or
with
Wendy's.
or Wendy's.
Yeah.
You get Black Twitter and TikTok.
Yeah.
real deep in that.
Explain, are they the same, TikTok and Black Twitter, or
they're not.
separate?
They're both not. No.
They're very different, but it's very easy for white guys like us to steal what they say because it's funnier and hipper.
Well, what is it about TikTok that you get that's like?
I'm really into wellness, like a lot, and that's a lot of TikTok is figuring out, how to be well.
So if you had to promote something for the radio, say they got an event, ACL coming up, what's something you would do on TikTok and for Black Twitter? What would you make digital content? Like, how would you advertise? What would be your...
There's a lot of dumbass white people here this weekend. Don't come.
No, I would honestly, it would mainly focus on SZA and just say, like, here's an artist that you're probably going to want to see, and here are the things that she's done that are going to hit the different parts of your life. That isn't just about Black Twitter. Honestly, SZA is an artist for, like, mostly women. So it would be, here's someone who's going to be basically reading her diary to you. And here's a diary reading for you one night at ACL, except for the next weekend. And then she'll do it again.
So keeping it personal content, stuff that other users can experience. Before you head out, and I hope you don't leave after this like our last interview we did. This is not going to be a good show if everyone just keeps bailing once we interview them.
I mean, she had a show, so.
She had a chance for a show.
It's a show.
She has to put her name in a bucket and maybe get called up out of 100 other comics. I've done the show a couple times. I'm familiar with it.
Okay.
What do you ultimately want to do in the future, and how can working at Waterloo Media help you achieve that goal?
That's a good question.
Well, actually, so working at Waterloo Media can help me achieve that goal because I know that I'm going to end up encountering live events quite a bit, and those end up being things that you're not prepared for. A lot of things are going to go wrong during that. And then I'm also going to be on site for a lot of things that are going to want a digital experience. So inviting people from their homes into what's happening at Blues on the Green or at a show at Nutty Brown, moving to Round Rock, not out near San Antonio anymore. But, that's it. It's like learning how to deal with things on the spot. Preparing in advance for the sake of the chaos that happens on the spot. That's what I'll learn.
So you like to be well versed, you like to know what you're saying before you say it. Not half cocked, you want to be fully loaded. Mm-hmm. That's good. That's a good personality trait to be. You handle content and messaging for a Berkshire and Hathaway company currently.
Yes.
Is that similar to digital content production? Does that translate over?
A lot, yeah.
Okay. So, what kind of things do you promote for Berkshire Hathaway though? Isn't that like a clothing company?
It's a solid Warren Buffett company. I basically sit in meetings and I go, wow, that's such a great idea. How do you make people want to buy the product that you're talking about? Because you've worked here for 20 to 30 years. You know it through and through. I'm brand new. Why do I care? And that's a lot of my job.
Right, but so like something like ACL, for example, if you were marketing, that kind of sells itself. What kind of spice would you put on some kind of digital content that people don't already know? Like SZA sells herself, every headliner sells himself.
Right.
What would you do to what's something, do you have like a style, or do you have an aesthetic that you like to do, that you incorporate?
Yeah. I mean, for ACL, there's all of the events that happen outside. You have to figure out, how do I make this inclusive for the people who can't afford the tickets to ACL? There are shows that are happening around it. There are artists that are here for it. Same as South by. And you use kind of the same mentality. Is how do I make people want to come to this? How do I make people feel like, even though I couldn't get inside of this really big event, they're still part of it? And especially with local artists, how do I make them feel like they're actually going to be seen by these people who are traveling in?
Which is a big part of radio, is when we're broadcasting, not everyone's inside ACL or South by Southwest, so how do we make it about the event, but also about the person out there? I think you nailed that. Also, the mirror sunglasses, very intimidating for a job interview because I'm just looking into my dark soul.
That's
and
on you.
ugly face and
That's
just.
on you.
It's
I'm
a
doing
smart.
therapy sessions in the back. Too.
It's a power move, and I love it. Love it
Strong
very much.
poker face. I got one question. What is your best excuse you have used to get out of work? What's your go-to? And then maybe your worst. Let's do this.
Besides COVID, because that's the calling in for COVID. Great.
No, mine is an old one. I don't. It's probably gonna be an overshare. So there's IBS and then there's IBD, where you have Crohn's or you have ulcerative colitis.
Yep.
I have ulcerative colitis, so I always say I'm really not feeling well. My IBD is acting up, and then 10 times out of, we'll say a solid 9, I'm hungover. Like I'm
So
just
9 times out of 10.
I'm just like lying and openly going, hey, guess what? I'm gonna pretend like I'm shitting myself because I'm hungover and I'm gonna sleep.
So she gets hired, CJ. You know, next time she calls in sick with a shit story.
Well, I kid you not, my boss knows that I have tummy troubles. That's what I tell him. I'm like, tummy troubles right now. And it really does happen. I used to live off Slaughter and Brody in the radio stations on Runberg and 35, and I would rush home tight-cheeking it the entire way because I couldn't go to the bathroom at the radio
Make your
station.
car smell.
I had to start wearing underwear to work because it was so bad. And some asshole ruined my entire thing is I would take cones and I would cone off the bathroom and then put a sign that says out of order. And then one day my boss was like, it's just fucking CJ in there, and goes in. I was like, I also take my pants
What was the
off.
name of your boss?
Chase. You know Chase. Yeah, he liked my butt. For whatever reason. Kim, thank you very much. You're hired.
Yeah.
Come
I like
take
it.
a step down.
Very great.
No more free swag. You are on your way to working the great life in radio once again. Kim also working in Houston radio.
UT tailgate this season, 101X. Tip your bartender.
Oh yeah.
Always tip your bartender.
Thank you, Kim.
Very
Appreciate it.
well.
Really
More
much.
than
Thank
you're
you.
supposed to, please.
Hey, let's talk about Don Rico real quick. Have you tasted this yet? You have been.
No, I
It's a
haven't.
slow sipping tequila, and it's really fucking good. It's not available yet. Actually, we're doing the exclusive pre-screening up here, so to speak.
We are the first 2 humans that have had this tequila, which
On
is absolutely
Earth.
amazing. I could just taste the cask it was aged in. Absolutely
This was-
delicious. But we do want to share. It's actually, we put it on the Plinko board. We
It
are
is.
not stingy
Right.
overlords hiring you.
Very
We
true.
want this to be for you, and we want you to have some.
We wanna
It's
include-
just you gotta earn it.
We're inclusive here, and also if you do land on Don Rico on the Plinko chip, you're gonna get either a hat or a shirt to take home with you as well, which is what I was trying to allude to, Kim. I don't know where Kim went, but you know, she was a party pooper with the Plinko board, but that's fine. I'm not mad at it.
She
knows what she
wanted
wants.
a Lone
She wanted a
Star.
Lone Star. I told her she could have had it, just drop it. You know, I was gonna give her some free swag too, but that's okay. We're not mad at it. I liked her interview all in all.
I like that Kim doesn't give a crap about you, me,
Yeah.
or anything
Nothing.
else in the world, and I feel like that's such a good attitude to have because I interviewed for the Chive once. I was what they call a headhounded for the Chive, and I was like, oh, that's tight. I get to work with a bunch of cute girls, and they have food and stuff. But the job was for so much less than I was already making that I was like, ah, fuck it, I don't care. So I brought my laptop and I had some shit, did the job interview, and they're like, whoa, you actually wore a shirt, dude. You wore a shirt. It didn't skip leg day. Fuck, you're fired. And then I was fired before I was even hired.
Oh, you got hired
I got hired on the spot, and then was promptly fired
because
a
of your
week later.
your tummy troubles, or
My tummy troubles.
Your tummy. Can I get away with tummy troubles here,
So,
guys?
I need that in my contract.
yeah, very much so. We all need tummy trouble in our contract. It all happens to us. Should we just go off the top or should we go off the bottom? What do you think?
I don't know. Who threw in an application? Who is seriously looking for a job in radio?
I think this guy is.
All right. Or should we?
Okay, no, let's do her.
Okay.
This is Giuseppa. Giuseppa, come on up. Ditto me. I'm gonna fuck this up. I'll be honest with you right now. Ditto.
Domenico.
Yep, that
I'm
one.
wearing sandals, but I'm one of the good ones.
There we
I
go.
like the attitude of walking up, like, all right, I've seen 2 women in a row punk these fucking white boys.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm not worried about this.
No.
Drop your chip and
Let's
see what we
go
do.
chip that shit. Let's go. Hey, CJ's choice, dude. What do you want to do? What do you want to... Shave that back. That's what I'm hearing from the crowd.
Do you want to shave my back?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Okay, she's
Here
down
we do
for
it.
it. All right.
I like
I figured I need to
it. We're
ask.
shaving CJ's back.
If one of my dear sweet coworkers will get video of it. Luckily, this is a regular punishment, so it's already kind of worked. I'm told my back hair is actually artistic in a way.
Is it patchy? Is it patchy?
It's a punishment for me because yes, it is patchy. It smells weird things, and then that razor just yanks it out. All right, so y'all ready to see what a 40-year-old chubby out of shape radio DJ looks like? You're about to see it. Also, if you work with me, you will see me shirtless a lot. Any of my coworkers
Can't
can
do a
attest to
drum roll.
that. Here we go.
CJ. Hey, the lower back's coming and the top back. Let's go. Okay.
I mean, let's see how.
Dealer's choice, you know. You gotta.
It's up to you. If you want to do a design, that's fine. I mean, there's more canvas to work in the front.
You can do the chest too if you want.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Chest or back, Giuseppe? What do you think?
Please,
You want
this is
to
humiliating. Do your. Oh, I just saw there are 2 ladies in the back that are literally
Flex,
orgasming
CJ.
right now. Hold it, stomach tight. Hold it.
You should give it. Yeah. He can't help it. He's got the genuine. The rhythm is in his
So,
bone.
I mean, it's hard to move. Seriously, we have to be okay with this.
CJ, did you realize today you would be getting your chest shaved by a beautiful woman on stage?
I hope for it. Yeah, that's my compliment. Thank you very much. Woo!
Giuseppe, you can grab a Lone Star or a So Gay Rosé if you'd like. Help
I love
yourself.
it.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, take whatever you want
Take it.
because you will have nightmares.
You have a beautiful
for
heart.
a while.
Can you, yeah, I just want to show the camera. There we go. I like that. That's good. And a heart. I was thinking
now
that
as your interviewer, I will respectfully put my shirt back on.
yeah.
Thank you.
Time to put the hat, to wear the interview hat. So I was hoping for more of a bikini. I was thinking maybe you did like a hair
There's still room.
bikini, you know?
There's
There
still
is.
space. I left it come
Well,
out.
you did.
We have a long evening
We
ahead of us.
have some
Don't
time.
worry.
Yeah. Just giving some hints out there if anyone else wants to. But okay, Giuseppe, what do you know the jobs that you would be interested in applying for, or?
Yeah, I'm interested in the account executive position and the promotions coordinator.
Oh, very good.
Promotions coordinator, a lot of fun. That's what our friend over here does. He gives away free swag. He makes a good fee for coming and doing this. It's not hourly pay. The bad part is when it's summertime and you have to lug shit in and out of something. Do you feel like carrying and setting up a tent and doing those sort of things? Because you do have the personality to stand behind a table and go, hey, yeah, come on down, blah, blah, blah. I shaved this guy's gross ass chest. But do you feel like it's something you would want to do just because it is miserably hot and it's a lot of crap ass manual labor to start on?
I have had more physically demanding and frustrating jobs than what that sounds like.
Okay, next question.
But I like account executive the most. Like if I'm going top dollar.
You might as well.
Yeah.
Exactly, go top dollar. One of my favorite things about when I started at the radio station, I was at a radio event and I was the guy driving the truck, and it was my 3rd day on the job on my own without a trainee, and we're at a gentleman's club and I'm like, oh, this is really fun. And then I get a beer and the account executive goes, don't you wreck that goddamn truck, takes my beer away. Next thing, a buddy buys me a dance, and I'm like, whoa, I'm getting a dance from a Rio Goyle? And I'm just sitting there, and this is great. And she keeps talking to me and keeps talking, and I can't hear anything she said because it's so damn loud. Talking, which is okay, but I was like, oh, I thought I was gonna get to see boobs or something. Again, very young, very naive, and then suddenly she goes, oh, that'll be $60. I'm like, what? I was like, oh, no, my buddy paid for it. And she goes, no, you've been here for longer than that. You now owe me $60. Like, well, I don't have that. And she goes, okay. And she reaches in my pocket, grabs the keys to the radio station truck.
Oh my God.
And walks off. So then I have to go to my bosses and everyone else that is at this event and ask them for whatever money they can give
That's
me.
girl boss.
Because the radio station keys to the truck are in her
Hey boss, I need
hand.
$60. I owe this stripper. I can't.
That's the hustle. I respect.
I've also
Not
learned.
respect.
Yeah, I've learned when the song changes, it's time to walk away.
Your time is now doubled, or it's over.
Yeah. But it was still a lot of fun, and I have a good laugh at it.
Good.
To this day.
You didn't even get to see boobs, and you had to pay all that money.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't even see boobs?
Dude,
No, I didn't get to see what we call C/B. I didn't get a CB.
Get to CB.
No C in boobs.
No CB.
Unfortunately.
R.I.P.
That's okay. Now, your next part of the job.
Yeah. So, what's your current experience? Why do you think you'd be a good account executive? What have you done already, or what are you currently doing now?
Right now, I work at Vulcan in hospitality.
Okay.
My
Shout out
job,
Vulcan.
yeah, Vulcan's very fun.
Working with bands.
Huh?
Working with bands and comics.
Yep, I
Yeah.
work at the Rogan show. It's very fun.
Hell yeah.
So what I do is I upsell some upgraded tickets. So let's say someone they're not happy with their tickets. I'm a seller. Yeah, what do you need? How can I help you? What do you need that you don't know you need? And how can I get you that? And that's what I do there.
What do people don't know? What kind of things do people don't know that they need? For example.
Well, at Vulcan, they don't know that they can upgrade their ticket. So every time we get an upgrade, we get more money. The club gets more money.
Sure.
And they get a different seat. So, if someone has a seat somewhere that I personally don't think is the best, I'm like, hey, I can put you on this list, get you an upgraded ticket, there's gonna be a little charge, you could sit right here, and they're like, I didn't even know that. And then they're there and they're so happy.
I like that, and that's one of the things with sales, especially in media, that a lot of people don't realize is there are so many salespeople, as we call them, account executives or marketing happiness coordinators, whatever the fuck, it makes it sound better than sales, that just want to make that money, get a quick dollar, we sold the client, we did this, but I think a big part of that is actually making sure the person on that side is satisfied with what they did, with what they spent their money on, and that they're a return customer. Because if you do a good job, you'll have that. How do you think working in radio, where so many places have such constrained budgets and the TABC laws make it very difficult for a lot of people with big money, the distributors, etc., so on and so forth, to pay for great events, how would you manage expectations while still trying to keep a customer?
Honesty, transparency.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, my jobs before the one I have now, I was working with, I was an independent contractor for a while, working in childcare and tutoring services, and then I worked at a home for foster kids. And the thing that you learn there is you don't worry about expectations, you worry about what you can provide.
Yeah, and kids know when you're lying too.
Oh yeah, and they will beat the shit out of you if you do. If they catch you lying, they don't care. His tiny fists are swinging.
I have a nephew, and that little bastard, he's not I think they were married when they had him. Point being, he calls me out on any of my crap, and it's very frustrating, especially when it gets me into trouble with my sister.
Yeah, I think a lot of problems when it comes to sales that it's too one side focused when it should be a collaborative effort.
Sure, absolutely.
I think, speaking of nephews and kids who say weird things, my nephew one time, we were in Gulf Shores, Alabama, and there was this biker chick, and he asked her, he was 4 years old, 4 or 5, doesn't matter. He asked her, he said,
You were, bro, or
he
not?
said, why are one of your boobs bigger than the other? And I was like, oh my God.
Oh no.
But why?
She was so polite in the best way, I guess, but yeah, kids will not lie, and they'll also be brutally honest. Yeah. Do you ever have any experiences with kids being brutally honest with you?
Oh yeah.
What's one that stands out?
Oh, my name is Giuseppa, and my nickname is Joey.
I thought you were
And
gonna say jizz. to that, but okay.
Giuseppe. No, he got better. He got me better. My nickname is Joey, and one time I was helping this one kid, like do kickball or something. I forgot what it was, but instead I straightened another kid's hair because like she had asked for my time earlier, and he was like, "You always leave the game for someone else. I'm gonna call you Hoey now because you're such a hoe." Legitimate 9-year-old, and I was like, you know what? That's hilarious. I'm gonna call someone else so I can go laugh.
Shouldn't even know that word.
Yeah, they're troubled kids. We let it slide.
Man.
It's the,
But it was a sick burn.
where was this? This is in Austin, Texas. This therapeutic child care center.
Yep.
Okay. What, like, so, like, Deep East, 6th, or isn't that the bad area? Riverside. Let me say Riverside.
No, it's in Hyde Park.
No, it's all gentrified now. There is no longer any bad area thanks to the #1 profession in this city. Realtors!
Too bad you guys aren't hiring for any real estate positions, I guess. I don't know.
No, but I need to shut my fucking mouth
Yeah.
before I lose some advertisers.
Giuseppe, what do you think would make you stand out over anyone else for either of these two jobs? I mean, I know you've given us quite a bit, but like, is there anything that we haven't asked that you want to say? Anything that we should know about you?
I think
Maybe
I'm
a
really
fetish
fun.
or something. You can get
I think I'm fun. I think I connect with people really well. I grew up over in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, and then from there lived in Kuwait, and I'm on Jordan. So, and that was as a kid, so it just like changed my whole
That's a lot
perspective.
of moving.
Yeah.
That's a lot
Yeah,
of...
So
it's
you're-
a lot of moving, but it was wonderful, and now I feel like I could do anything.
So are you bilingual, or?
Yeah, I speak Arabic, but I studied that in college.
Was this military brat, or was just...
United Nations.
Okay. Well, cool. I thought about going into the Peace Corps, but I'm even too much of a pussy for that, so radio
I think I sent you
instead.
somewhere hot, that's why I didn't go.
Yeah. One of the things I like to know when I'm interviewing people is you sound like you have a good job. It's a lot of fun. Vulcan puts on a lot of good events. It's got a lot of famous Austin comedians painted on the side of its build. Oh wait, no, none of them are Austin comedians proper. Point being, you have a fun job at a really cool place. Why do you want to leave that? Other than money being the easy answer.
So the way that Vulcan works is that another company will have shows. I know, right? We get that a lot.
That's so gay, CJ. Brought to you by our sponsor, So Gay Rose. They're funny, okay.
So only 2 days out of the week does the actual venue Vulcan host a show. So I only work those 2 days.
So it's special events in between. That makes
Yes,
sense.
yeah,
Okay.
because they have another company that like goes through the other days. But I work for Vulcan on those 2 specific days, and that's really not pulling my Austin rent. So, I mean, it's a fun job though.
Yeah. But now, maybe something different.
Oh, please.
Hell yeah. Yeah, one was, are they both full-time? What was the other one? You said account executive, and what was the other one?
Account executive is full time, and then promotions
coordinator, yeah.
part time.
Part-time, okay. So you're not
Looking for full time.
You don't want the setting up the tent gig, you want the full-time account
Ideally.
executive. Okay, that's fair. We can, I'll write it on your resume.
Thank you.
I'll take, CJ's
With
gonna take it
marker.
with him,
Yeah. Here, can I see that real quick?
Yeah.
No, the marker.
Oh yeah. CJ has to get his fix. This is it was in his contract
Good old
before it
days.
came.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate
Yeah.
it. Where can we stalk you on the internet if you want people to follow you, or just the business you work at if you want to promote that?
My Instagram name is Giuseppe Di Domenico. I doubt any of y'all will be able to spell it and find
Nope,
it.
they won't.
Yeah, but if you do, I'll follow you back.
I'll spell it. It's GUISEPPADIDOMENICO. This is filmed also, so if you want to review the tape and check back, you can do that.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, Giuseppe. Yeah, what do you think so far about these first 3?
A lot of energy,
Yeah.
a lot of fun. I like someone that, when I'm interviewing someone and they don't give a shit,
Yeah.
and not that they didn't give a shit, it just seemed like they were a lot more relaxed and cool with it, which again is a big part of what y'all do. You kind of break the ice,
Right.
you involve drinking, you're at a bar, you have a little more fun and you're able to talk, but when someone goes into something like they don't give a crap, it makes it so much more fun.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, well, now it's on me to make this person like me. Whereas when you're interviewing people, it's so much of word salad and them trying to convince you to like them. It's job interviewing. It's a strange. It's just like dating. It's a weird, confusing dance. Of back and forth.
It's like, am I going to get laid tonight, or is this the first date?
Am I going to get a job? What does it matter?
Is this a third date kind of thing?
Very much one of those.
Yeah, I think I have a favorite so far. I won't say it was Kim. Only because she was so spicy and she had her poker glasses on.
That was very. That's very intimidating. Just wear those Tom Cruise Air Force Top Gun mirror glasses, and anyone will crumble when they have to look at themselves when they're trying to interview another person and be on the top pedestal and feel like they're better than you because they're a boss and they control you, and it is up to them whether or not you're hired, and you're wearing fucking mirror glasses. Oh yeah,
it's intimidating. I don't know what to say
makes
about
you
it.
Coward.
Let's do this one. Let's do this guy. You got a real resume here. And it's in color.
This is what I like.
I like it. And it's one page.
Well, one page, no
He knows who he is already.
Never staple. One page.
Let's go. Nico Jordan, everybody. Give a round of applause. Woo-hoo-hoo. Come on up, Nico. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, there we go. And he's doing it proper. Doing a handshake.
Well done.
You guys can learn a thing or two, ladies, about this
we're
man.
taking this company with this boom.
Hey, Nico, before you sit down, bud, you want to go give the Plinko a drop?
You gotta drop the chip.
You can shave my pubes if you get Sam Selects. No.
Some punishments, some
I'm just kidding, I don't have
delicious.
pubes.
In courting we're sharing our Don Rico, right? Like our
Don
Select
Rico
hasn't even been sampled by anyone else but us two.
Sam Selects. You know what? Speaking of, since you did just say no one else has had the chance to sample Don Rico yet, can I get a glass from the bar? I want to get, or a cup. It doesn't matter. Can I get a cup, David or Grant or Kat? I want to give you some Don Rico, Nico. What do you think?
Yes, and I want to shoot you with this BB gun.
Yeah, you have to get a shot. Are you willing for that?
You have to take a shot while you're getting shot.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, just one glass, and then we'll pour you a cup, and then yeah, I like this. We got to give someone's got to taste it.
How big is your dick? Oh, I got it. There you go. Right on the tip. So again, the whole point of this with Humorous Resources, breaking the ice when you're doing a job interview. We're having fun. You kind of relax. You talk a little bit more. Will you get hired? Maybe, maybe not. But will you feel more comfortable about rolling into your next job interview? Hopefully
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing with this. And yes, the radio station, this isn't like one of those fake radio gimmicks. We really are hiring. And of course, there's a QR code that you put on all the posters, which are around the building. And you scan that. It shows what we're hiring for.
Correct.
A lot of stuff. A lot of good stuff. A lot of fun stuff. Nico, what is it you would like to do?
Yeah.
Excited about a few positions, mostly the digital content producer, but also the marketing director, as well as the producer position and promotions coordinator.
A lot of good fun things, because those are all positions that put you kind of in the middle, in the mix, and bring you out to the events and stuff like that.
Yeah. You have KLZT. Do you know anything about KLZT?
KLZT, I do not. Wait,
Wait,
KLZT? I don't.
That's the marketing director
okay.
position. So
Got
no,
it.
it's okay.
Right.
There's no.
Yeah. Probably leaning towards the digital.
I don't think it's bilingual though. It's not specified. So you would be good with just. Are you
English.
bilingual? Let me not assume.
I'm not bilingual,
Okay.
but I'm willing to learn.
Willing to learn.
It's going to take a while though.
This colored resume says everything I need to know about you, and willing to learn is definitely up there.
Am I supposed to sip this, or do I?
You should sip Don Rico tequila. It is the finest tequila in all the land. You can take it with you if you don't finish it while you're on the show. I mean, not out of the bar, but yeah.
This is really good
I mean,
stuff.
I can't stop you if you chug it, but it's meant to be enjoyed. Yeah, this is the Añejo. It's aged 3 months in an American oak barrel.
They take their whiskey barrels, right?
Right.
And then they send them to Mexico.
Exactly.
Age the añejo in it, and it adds that extra oak cask barrel. Man, those fuckers should hire me. I like tequila.
I'm telling you, Don Rico is one of the best tequilas out right now that I've tasted, and I'm happy that they like us enough to let us sell their shit for them.
Sip on it before anyone else gets it.
Yeah, they are on Instagram and Facebook. Don Rico Tequila, DonRicoTequilla, ikrico.com, AYQUERICO.com.
And I will say, do not chug it, or do not shoot it, because one, it is a delicious sipping thing, but also, as a former employee of ye old local corporate seats, actually they don't fucking exist. I used to bartend at Joe's Crab Shack forever, and they were interviewing me for a kind of like half-ass management position, and we went out to drink, and I remember we were sipping on scotch, and scotch is very like peaty and this kind of thing, and I took a shot of it, and I go, couldn't hold it in. So, long story short, I didn't get that shitty job.
Yeah, no shitty jobs for CJ. Now he's got a radio gig though, which is not a shitty job, and he's doing pretty well, I think. I mean, even if you're not making good money, you're a fucking awesome dude, and fun to listen to. So either way, that's what my take on you.
Well, I have my secret to creativity.
Again, this is in his
another
contract.
one of our sponsors, Sharpie.
We were supposed to offer him large format Sharpies. We only had the small format Sharpies, but
I know Home Depot
obliged.
and everywhere else is sold out. Office Depot.
okay, so Nico Jordan, back to you. You got digital content producer, marketing director, and promotions coordinator. Is there an order of preference?
Yeah, probably digital content at the top, producer second, promotions coordinator, and then marketing director.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of experiences do you have with digital content producing?
Well, right now I'm currently the producer of 2 podcasts. I do all the production myself. The first one is the Canoe Cast.
Audio editing and all that, and social media promotion?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That you would fit right in.
So yeah, the Canoe Cast is a podcast that I do out on Lake Austin. I got 2 GoPro cameras, I got the mics out there, and in post-production I switch back and forth with the cameras, I get everything looking good, do intros, outros, and then I post clips online, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, so as I go...
What about Black Twitter? Are you good on Black Twitter?
Black Twitter? Black Twitter... Do you get to choose to be on Black Twitter?
I think they choose you, but
It
you gotta...
chooses you. But Kim's still here. We can ask her. She knows
I don't think they
pretty well.
choose you, or did you choose them?
Yeah, I think I just send it out to regular Twitter, and if Black Twitter takes it, then they take it.
You're
I don't
either
know if they
in or
have
not
it.
in.
Is that how it works? And then I started my second podcast with my friend Maddie Stu, and we just kind of do a back and forth podcast every week and just shoot the shit.
It's called The Captain's Dog.
Captain's Dogs.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got those 2 podcasts that I'm making clips for every week, posting them out.
Can I give you another compliment besides your wonderful resume, which does have color, printed on good paper, not 2 pages, organized pretty well. I also like that you brought a copy of your own resume, because I can't think of how many times I've been caught in some bullshit because I forgot that I wrote something on my resume, and then it's like, so you did blah blah blah.
Tell me about this excursion in Jerusalem. You're like,
it's like dating. You kind of bullshit and exaggerate what you're doing. You peacock because you're trying to land the job or whatever else.
This guy's
so there have been so many times that people just say, so I see that you're also quite adept at using Wordles and CMS and website building. You're like, oh, I said that?
You're like, I see you know C++, and you're like, no, I just got a C+. It's not a C++.
That was my grade point average.
Yeah.
Good job bringing that. The only thing I will say, maybe not, I haven't applied for a job in years, I don't know shit, but I think it kind of wows if you're applying to be like a marketing director at a car dealership. If instead of bringing a paper copy for yourself, if you bring your iPad on your phone, because it looks like you're staring at your phone, but if you bring an iPad and have all your shit right there and you can kind of scan through it, it wows the old folks. Absolutely.
Would laptop be too much?
It depends on the gig. When again, I had like a content company approach me. One of my strengths was video editing, So I was able to show them how I edit video and do weird stuff. So laptop, maybe third, fourth interview, but I would say iPad is that. And we want to be what's called, in the industry, you want to be able to have things that work well on mobile so much more, and you forget that a lot with a laptop. So you want to say that you're able to translate whatever it is that anyone could see on a computer on their phone. It's called responsive for all you tech people out there. You want to be able to have responsive content in that way.
Hip to the technology, staying up to date.
Just say that. I'm hip to the technology.
I'm hip.
Perfect.
Yeah, right at the top, right under Nico Jordan. Just put I'm hip. You do. I have seen your podcasts, both of them rather. I like. There's an element to your canoe cast that I dig though, because these guys literally they take it out on Lake Austin, Lady Bird Lake, whatever you want to call it. It's not a lake. But
Is that element that you're any given moment of losing a lot of expensive shit?
yeah, there's that risk factor there.
The day is coming. The day of reckoning it's out there.
Your GoPros are waterproof, I think, but what is there anything else that's not? Like what kind
His
of
heart.
His heart, not waterproof. You got an icebox where your heart used to be, buddy, or?
Microphones are not waterproof. The interface is not waterproof. And I also think the GoPros would just sink. I mean, if it flipped and if everything dumped, I think even I might need to get some scuba gear or something. I don't know.
I need to get a new job.
It'd be a disaster. Yeah. It's it comes with the podcast. It's part of the
So it
risk.
sounds like with this, you're able to translate what you do into difficult spaces, because that is with radio we've had many difficult spaces with which we do broadcasts, remotes, anything like that, and I shouldn't be answering the question for you, but yeah, you do a good job at this.
Thank you.
I was supposed to ask him something to where he gave me that answer that I wanted to hear, which is, yes, I'm able to take for instance, a podcast on a canoe and make it work with difficult equipment under weird circumstances, and it's very successful. Instead, I just told you to say that, but now you know.
Well, if I can add on to that, it's exciting for me to figure out the process of like, okay, can I make a podcast work on the canoe? And that's an evolving process. The first time I went out, it looks very different from how it looks now. I'm figuring out different equipment that would work better, and it's a trial and error process, but that's what makes it exciting.
What is the usual subject matter of your podcast?
So I do stand-up comedy here in Austin. That's how I met Sam. So I have a lot of comedians on the podcast, but I try not to make it too comedy heavy.
Comedians in a canoe getting canoodled. I like it.
Yeah. That might be a good change of the podcast name.
No, I love the idea, because when you said it at first, it sounded like, oh, his podcast is going to be sports related. It's about fishing and canoeing, but I like that it's just putting another comedian in a weird, uncomfortable circumstance where you could flip over at any minute and then you just talk.
And funny things happen. I mean, people come up to us on Lake Austin, especially on the weekends when it's super crowded. But yeah, I don't just have comedians on. I love having artists, all types of creative people, and just talk about everything.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
What
It's a lot of fun.
What are some marketing secrets you've learned doing this on your own? Correct me if I'm wrong, but at least with the Canoe Cast, 100% you, independent. Mm-hmm. I know you do the other one with Matty Stew, the Captain's Dog, but marketing-wise, are there things that you've learned that work better, that don't work better?
Yeah, so just studying, I focus a lot on Instagram and TikTok with the clips that we're posting out, because those just get thrown out to random people. And you don't really get feedback on what you did wrong, why a certain clip didn't go out.
The algorithm, praise be it, is a mysterious and strange God.
It's an ever-changing mystery. It's always trying to figure it out. So slowly, I feel like I've learned a little bit more about what works. One of the big things for me is when I'm making a clip, try to cut everything to be quick. Get to the point right away. And that's hard as an artist. Sometimes it's your content, so you want to put everything in, but what really needs to be there, as well as captions. I've learned that captions are really important.
The algorithm currently loves captions,
Yes.
and it's a giant fucking pain in the ass to do.
It's a giant pain in the ass. I avoided it for so long because I, as a person, don't like to view captions. I don't watch Netflix with captions. I hate all that shit. But it works.
Hold on, that's the national anthem.
Oh shit.
Alright, sorry, just have to show some respect.
That is our Pledge of Allegiance, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know.
Who's taking a knee? Who's taking a knee out there?
My most frustrating thing with the development of the internet, and this is important when it comes to working in technologies, I worked in TV news at first. And so I used to get so fucking pissed when there was a fight on 6th Street and someone was videotaping it like this. And I was like, you
turn that
can't
shit
see
sideways, dude.
You can't see all the action.
Yeah.
Never vertical, always landscape. Always
good.
shoot everything in landscape. And now, just because of our phones, that has completely changed. That's completely different. And so it is an ever-growing, ever-evolving media. And how is, in your short time promoting this, completely, what changes have you seen while using social media and digital entities to promote your product?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, just a few years ago, I mean, Instagram wasn't even doing reels or
videos,
clips.
yeah.
You know, they took
But they
that
got
from
really
TikTok.
good at stealing and ruining. Man, I was a Vine celebrity. That's the only celebrity I ever was. Nothing else.
The
R.I.P.
Divine,
Vine.
the Divine Feminine. Good Mac Miller album. Sorry, go
But
ahead.
you've seen Instagram completely change.
Yeah, when I first started my podcast, I was just posting pictures on Instagram to promote. I put like a photo of the guest that was on or something like that. But now, it's also, people are posting way more regularly. You know, shows, they post once a day sometimes. Yeah, the clips is a big thing, just the video content. I don't know, I think early on I was like so attached to, I want people to view the whole podcast. I don't want to chop it up, like this is something that I put time and
Jump
passion
cuts
into.
and
Yeah, but you gotta, as the marketer of this, you gotta be able to let go of that and just say, do I want more eyes on it? This is the best way to do that.
Sure.
To get clips out there and appeal to people who have no context. It's a big thing.
What's
Somebody
your-
just picks this up, can they get the idea and want to see more?
Yeah, that's a very good point. So this jobs would be, I'm sure, not remote, so you would be in office. What's your take on office refrigerator food? Do you go straight for the kill when no one's looking? Do you give it 3 days? That's too, like, what's your
Are you saying to like take somebody else?
Oh, I'm 100%, yeah.
Oh, just swipe something up?
Yeah, what's your take on that? Is it legal? Is there parameters? Is it not allowed? Like, what's your take?
I mean, I think you go into a company and you see what the ground rules that are set, but if I don't know any of the ground rules, what I would assume is if you didn't put your name on it and it's sitting there for 2 days, 3 days,
It's free.
it's free.
As someone who's done that and forgot about it, that fucking pisses me off. Because I will have a day where I'm just feeling like ass and a half. I forgot to eat. I show up at work and I'm like, oh, mom's meatloaf. I got that in there. And I go and it's gone. And worse, my Tupperware's gone too.
No, dude.
It's not fair. It's not fair. But
If I take it, I'll clean the Tupperware and bring it back and I'll put it right in its spot.
And then put a little note in the middle of the Tupperware that says, "Fuck you, Dale." Like,
just this.
yeah, just a
But if these
middle-
are the ground rules, I'll go whatever the rules are, and I'll slowly work in my view.
I feel like 3 days is a good rule. I mean, I don't feel like there's no good rules, but I mean, 3 days, just borderline going bad, right? I mean, especially if it's like a meat. I don't know. Maybe you guys.
But if I'm being honest, I've never done this. And you're taking a risk to assume that this thing that's been there for 3 days wasn't
It's
in their
good.
fridge for 3
6
weeks.
days more.
You know, so
Yeah,
I would never take that risk. to be
I do that
honest.
very much at the radio station because I'm a hoarder, but I'm also like very OCD, so I like a very clean, organized space, but I don't want to get rid of shit. So I just bring it to the radio station, so I still have it, but it's not there. And food is one of the things I do. I had a whole HelloFresh kick and would just take the HelloFresh to the station and think, yeah, someone will fucking cook it. It's not on me anymore.
Yeah.
Oh well. Well, thanks for talking with us. I do appreciate the resume.
Yes. Very
The
strong choice.
experience, you're doing very well. You would have beat Kim if you had some soul glasses, but other than that,
You definitely did better than Lauren Jameson.
true. She left.
That bitch left. I saw your message.
Very not nice. Big round of applause.
Hey, thank you very
Where
much.
can we find your podcast on the internet?
Yeah, go ahead and support that, please.
Yeah, follow me on Instagram at Nico J and also at The Captain's Dogs on Instagram. You can find those podcasts anywhere you find podcasts, including video on YouTube and Spotify. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you, Nico. Grab some swag on your way out from 101X if you want. Enjoy that Don Rico tequila. You liked it, right? Yeah, absolutely.
very
You
much,
liked that
yeah.
tequila.
Fucking handshake
Yeah.
in the middle of COVID being
It's good even warm.
whatever.
Which is a good seller, I think. All right, let's just keep moving along.
Sure.
Let's do. Let's bring Jerry Garcia up here. Jerry Garcia coming to the stage,
The
ladies
legend.
and gentlemen. Jerry, the Don Garcia. I just gave him that nickname, the Don.
And these leaves are covered in ants.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Are you interviewing for bartender? That is
Oh, so we're pivoting to a Whiskey Tango Foxtrot Ice House.
best bar trick, go.
Okay.
Best bar trick?
Yeah. If you're,
I can like, I don't know.
you gotta do that with the bar. Let's start with the Plinko board. Why don't you go ahead and give that a drop? See what you get. Sorry, Nico, I didn't give you any Don Rico swag, but that's technically because you didn't get the Don Rico chip. But we'll talk about it after the show.
So gay.
So gay, Rosé, you're so gay. You better take you can grab a so gay rosé, and that's yours. You could do with it what you will. You could chug it, you could drink it, you could
Shotgun
boof
it. You can
could,
throw it at someone you don't like.
Yeah, well,
Don't do that.
CJ, calm down.
Yeah, I gotta remember.
He has his chest shaved. He's a little bitter right now.
This isn't Nom. There are rules.
So, Jerry, what is the position? Okay, I'm lying. It's here. Part-time bilingual promotions coordinator or bilingual on-air personality.
I don't have much of that personality, but
Why do you slow down on yourself? What do you mean? Can you say I can't read?
I think that speaking Spanish is like my personality. I can start going like, hola, buenas tardes, ¿cómo están todos? And
Give me your best I can rico.
I can what?
Give me your best I can rico. Our sponsor's Don Rico. I can rico.
I can rico.
Give me your best
I
version of
can
I can rico.
Ay, qué rico.
Like, I can rico.
That was
Something.
scary.
That's better.
His
Yeah.
voice is intoxicating, but the radio station specifically we're
Rock hard
hiring
right now,
for
Jerry.
is probably it's kind of at a crossroads. It is your dad's radio station
I don't
when it
have a
comes
dad.
to regional Mexican music. Las Cercanas del Norte, Los Tigres, they're all del Norte. But I want to know if you can do a grito.
Ooh.
Oh,
If you can do that, you can work for 5.1 La Secta Radio del Austin.
I need like a drum roll. Like,
All right, everyone, can we give him a drum roll?
something like
That was
that.
good. No, that was good because some carry on long, some are short bursts of exciting energy.
Sure.
That's a good grito. I appreciate that very much.
Not very Mexican grito, but it was a grito.
It was a grito
I was
nonetheless.
terrified. So yeah, it was a grito.
They can be. It's okay. What do you got?
Sounds like you guys know each other already. Is that true?
Who?
You are the radio station? Are you, were you seemed like you were,
Yeah, she's my sister. That's my cousin. And,
okay. Yeah.
And you're
That's
just
cool.
like my white nephew. So
Awesome.
yeah.
So you have an in. Are there either of these that you would prefer more than the other?
Is there what?
Any of these job positions that you would prefer more than the other?
Actually,
Part-time or full-time?
I'm
doesn't
just
matter?
going with the flow, you know, like I'm just selling. Yeah, oh, marketing, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, there we go. See,
Elizabeth is doing your interview for you.
Thank you, sister. I'm telling you, I'm related to her.
There's a question on here that says, Ever had a job where you quickly realized you were not fit for it, and why? And you wrote
every job.
That is actually true, though.
you wrote, yes, I was not fit for a job. It was a job at a clinic right after the pandemic started. And then you below that wrote contact email address. Why? Is that related? Is that like your COVID email address, or is that you ran out of?
No. I think it's one of the questions that it says that I need to put my email address. But yeah, I got a job at a clinic right after the COVID started, and I remember walking in and everyone was like looking like zombies and kind of like, I don't know, it was just weird. I obviously
it's scary.
Yeah, it was. And 2 months and I was out. I was like, hell no,
You gave it 2 months though. That's pretty good.
2 months? I got fired, so I didn't give it
So
any.
you didn't
I didn't give it shit, man.
You still made
I
it
just got let go.
You made it past the 30-day trial, so...
Of course, they were like, if this guy doesn't die within 30 days, then we'll let him go. So,
this job or
I
any
made
job? What is the weirdest time you've been fired and why?
I've only been let go once,
and it was this?
It was that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did he say what he did? I missed it. I'm sorry.
It was either that or I was a diversity hire, and then they were like, you know what, we don't need this. Yeah.
They
One of
said
the
they
two.
don't need the diversity hire?
They don't.
Let's
They don't.
cancel.
Let's cancel.
Is this Baylor, Scott, and White? Who is this?
That is the one. I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you. No, it was
American Heart Association.
It was a clinic. So, like it was a non-profit clinic. We were giving, care like for people for migrant communities. So yeah.
Okay.
And I was a financial manager, so nothing exciting. Numbers. I would go on my computer and play tic-tac-toe and shit by
I just want
myself.
to get out of this.
So,
I've been fired from several jobs, no surprise. My favorite time though, I was 16 years old and this was the best job I've ever been fired from because we did it in the most trash way. Where I grew up north in the Panhandle, their grocery station up there, which is like HEB, is called United. And we had a buddy in the produce department, and my other best friend, we were the stalkers and carry out. So we put stuff on the shelves, we help old ladies carry their groceries to the car. But he's like, hey man, I gotta get rid of all this rotten fruit. Will y'all help me? Because I gotta finish this. And we had one of those big ass fans in the back.
yeah.
So we made a game out of it. We made it into a stickball game to where one of us would throw the fruit, the other one would try to hit it, and it would just hit that fan and go everywhere. I don't know what the fuck we were thinking, but we both got called in within 2 days, and they were like, hey, did you make this mess? Like, oh yeah, but we cleaned it up. No, there's no amount of cleaning rotten fruit up in a fan that can ever do. And I was promptly relieved from my first ever job.
What kind of fruit were you throwing at this fan?
Fucking watermelons, cantaloupes, peaches, little bundles of grapes,
the
cherries, anything that could go into a fan.
Yeah.
And it was dumb because we weren't even thinking of it because the goal was to pelt each other and try to have the other dude swing at it.
Yeah. I was going to shoot you if that gun was available right now. I was going to pelt you, but...
Not yet.
Not yet.
But here's for you, Harambe.
Hey, R.I.P. Harambe. So, I mean, anything, it sounds like you aren't a personality. I thought you confused me for a second. You said you didn't want to do on-air personality, but you do want to do on-air personality?
Part-time, yeah, I would love to, yeah.
What would be like, would you change your name for that personality? Or would
What
would
you
your
My name is Jerry Garcia. That's the best conversation starter. Like every time I say Jerry Garcia,
I love the game!
I love
They'll be like, this guy
what
does-
are they called?
This guy doesn't have- You're a deadhead,
Beatles?
dude, or
or something?
A Beatle?
Coldplay?
Deadheads.
You're a Grateful Dead.
Yeah, Grateful Dead.
You do LSD would be something people would assume about you, maybe.
Yeah.
Have you ever done LSD?
Never.
What drugs have you done?
Never.
What's your
Future
favorite drug?
employers, I've never done LSD.
Whatever. What's your favorite drug?
I actually, I've only done like weed, and it was when I was like 16, 17. I haven't done any drugs ever since.
Would you be willing to take a drug test right now?
Absolutely. I can be right in front of everyone.
All right,
You passed.
urinate into the crowd, and we'll know if you're on drugs or not, because mainly if you're pissing into a crowd,
You're probably on drugs, dude.
There's something with that. Name your very favorite cartoon character and how that will help you enhance your overall career goals.
Let me think. Dora the Explorer, maybe. Shit. She always wanted to.
That's so gay.
That is
So gay, Rosé.
It's so gay, Rosé.
Brought to you by So Gay Rosé.
It's so gay, Rosé. No, but Dora, she always wanted to explore something.
And she's very positive.
She always wanted to go places. She had a mission. She had like a vision. She had a mission. She had a map. She had a backpack. It's pretty cool.
That's a good one because
I often forgot about one. People would be like, Speedy Gonzalez, maybe. Bugs Bunny.
And then suddenly, we have this new era of cartoons. My favorite, still have to go way back for this one, but I like Mickey Mouse with the rendition that South Park does, where he's like, looks like you fuckers fucked up. Where it's like evil Mickey. That's my mix. I don't know.
Why do you like it though?
Because it's taking this innocent, cute cartoon character that has become this aggressive, dominant corporation, and it's just Mickey. You little fucks. And it's one of the only impressions I can do. Hey, do you know what Shaggy's favorite car is to drive?
Ay, qué rico!
Like, come on, Subaru!
Oh, God.
Sorry, I just had to. Those are my shit radio jokes you'll hear every day, 3 to 7 on 101.
That was so gay, CJ. Talking about So Gay Rosé.
So gay Rosé. You're not homophobic if you're drinking this and making those jokes.
Yeah.
The Mr. Machine. I want to say the Mr. Machine to answer your question though.
Well, he already gave the answer. That's wrong. Well, anyway, that doesn't mean you didn't get the job. I mean, I think you did really good up here. You are qualified, it seems. You're interested.
Literally the only person that speaks Spanish that we've interviewed so far. So you're
Spanish,
overqualified.
right. Bilingual in the right for this job, anyway. But
I should have done the interview in Spanish. Every time you asked the question, I should have answered in Spanish. I should have just been like, sí, cómo no, claro que sí, por supuesto, me encanta.
Sí, qué bueno.
Sí, claro.
And then we can pretend to know what the fuck you're saying.
Burritos.
Yes. I know about burritos. Okay, well, cool. Well, let's keep it pushing. Jerry, I appreciate you coming up here, man.
Thank you very much.
Grab some 101X swag if you'd like on your way out.
It takes a lot to come on stage and be heckled by two asshats.
Thank you, Jerry.
We appreciate it very much. Also, make sure, to make sure your sister and cousin are buying all your drinks.
Yes.
It's kind of messed up.
Yeah. Let's do off the top. Maddie Stew. Maddie Stew. That sounds like a fake name. Is this your radio? Are you applying for a radio personality? He's applying for part-time bilingual producer / board operator / on-air personality, and then part-time producer, and also an internship here. You want an internship? There we go, boys. Let's go. I won't check mine, but I will.
I like the wildness. I like the energy. I like the saying hello. Yeah. Maddie Stew, all the way down.
Eye contact. I like it. Hey, grab that Plinko chick before
Eye
we get started.
contact and not too aggressive of a handshake, because anyone hiring you is going to be a very fragile mid-manager.
Yeah.
And so they're going to want a firm but not too strong handshake.
Yeah. Mid-managers are, how you call it? Whoa! What is that?
Oh, we are stuck on CJ.
Oh, you just gave it to CJ's choice. There we go. What do you think you should do, CJ? You can pick anything. Besides, you should definitely get shot, this guy.
I want to, this car's driving by. I need to remember that. Also, just that it sounds like a fucking gun, so it's stupid. So CJ's choices throughout the interview, you're going to get popped.
Oh.
And I want you to be honest. Close your eyes real quick. I want you to tell me if this hurts or not. And I want you to be honest about it.
I'm going to turn.
No, you don't get the turn. You just take it like a fucking man.
Where are you aiming? All right.
Ah,
No,
dude!
it didn't hurt, but you gotta go below the knee. Is that
Okay.
I did catch it.
So,
We're all about
Keep that in mind.
violence here.
anyhow, what position are you applying for? You said bilingual. We had a grito just now. Can you look Irish as fuck.
Yeah, does that count as a language? If I can do the Irish one, because
A little bit,
Okay.
but I want to hear an Irish grito.
What was the last word in that?
Ay, que rico.
Okay. That's it.
Ay, que rico.
I que rico. They're after me like it's Charms. I don't fucking know, dude. That was
Okay.
I tried to get the R roll in there, but you know,
Yeah.
it kind of takes away from the. How we feeling, fellas? It's good to see you guys. CJ, nice to meet you.
Thank you. Good to meet you as well. Appreciate you taking the time to do this. Bilingual. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I speak one language.
Yeah, you're a phony. That's it.
I did take American Sign Language in high school. Did not retain it.
ASL, very important.
ASL.
Not as much in radio.
Yeah, you gotta do some.
See, that's a market. Hold on now. That's a market we haven't tapped into.
Perhaps.
What are we talking about? Fucking Morse code? Beep, 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 beep.
But we do have a lot
History
of
repeats itself, Sam. Come on.
we do have a lot of live events and concerts where people need to be on stage translating the basically the lyrics for people in ASL.
Okay.
How would you do that?
I don't
Let's
feel-
say you
I
gotta
don't-
put it on.
So
Let's
to
say
be
you're
honest.
at a Tool show.
Yeah,
You're at
it's a Tool show.
Okay. Well, can you give me some
Get
lyrics?
some Tool music.
Because here's the thing. I don't actually.
I know the pieces fit, so I watch them fall alone. I'm so damn sad.
Hey, look at the
My
camera.
dad hated me, but he kissed me when I was young, and that was weird.
All right. You've expelled all my big vocabulary.
Yeah, that's pretty
I
cool.
think you were doing. What's it
You
called
looked over
when you're so gay?
That's called-
It's
color
guard. So gay rose brought to you by So gay rose. You look like you were doing color guard.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's called vibing, and I wouldn't expect you to know, Sam. You fucking corporate stiff. All right.
Well, you know.
It's a bold move attacking the guy that's making this happen.
We're
I gotta slap my dick on the fucking desk, dude. That's what
You
I'm
won't do it. You won't
George
figure it out.
Soros is paying us to be here because we are media, and you know what? George Soros's checks. Hey, suck it up, Republicans, conservatives, Trump, MAGAers. You know whose checks always cash? Not Donald Trump's.
Hey.
George Soros's
Ooh.
checks
I
always
was gonna-
deposited in the bank.
I was gonna say Nancy Pelosi's checks. Those
Hell yeah.
Didn't her husband just get in trouble for like prostitution or some shit?
Dude, I don't know why he needs to. Have you seen her on the beach?
Can we talk about Nancy
she
Pelosi's
bad?
honkers?
Dude, she
Bad cannons.
secret bad.
Tractor beams is what I would call them.
Taters is the preferred nomenclature. so
Especially for
please
her time.
Don't be too rude.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That is, she's a
The
woman
old,
of power.
the old TikToks,
The
if
old
you will.
TikToks.
You know, let's keep it
For the kids. You're
for
right.
the kids.
For the kids. And this is a kid show, right? G-rated?
Well, it's a show.
Yeah, it's something.
For everybody.
I like how we're just broing down. I like how this isn't an interview. This is where I sit.
Well, this is what we like to do here at Humorous Resources. We like to break the ice, take
That's
the
what I'm
facade
saying.
away of being a fake bitch. Yeah, there we go.
I don't know if you saw the veteran thing on there, but this is triggering a
Punishment
little.
happens
Yeah, I'm
every
a
now and
veteran
then.
too.
Bringing me right back to the desert. Dude. That's okay. That's okay.
It says here on your applicable skills and accolades, stand-up comic.
Yeah, skills
Tell
is
us about
loose.
that.
Skills is loose, but I do stand-up comedy. I've been living here in Austin for a year. Also co-produce a podcast, Captain's Dogs, with Nico Jordan. Coincidence. I also run a show at Monk's Jazz Club on the East Side, a monthly. I don't even know if I'm answering your question.
No, it's cool. Do it. Just promote yourself.
Well, it shows that you work and you
Yeah.
do things,
Yeah.
and producing a comedy show is tough because you gotta book people. Comics are notoriously flaky.
Yes, sir.
Owners of venues are notoriously like, I'm not fucking paying you.
Right.
So there's a lot of stress that goes into it. So it shows that you're able to do that, and unfortunately, you have to do a lot of your own marketing.
I was gonna say
Right?
the venue is just a vessel. It's just everything, the promotion, the sales, all of that's on us.
It's all
so,
you.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's a good point.
Yeah.
It's not like a comedy club where they're doing the promotion for us. And like I said, it's a jazz club on the East Side, so it's just. And it's fucking perfect. It's a small brick room. They're all the same, you know. Comedy, jazz. It's perfect for us.
So I think you would be good for one of two positions here. Probably more than one than the other.
Reverse cowgirl number one.
Yeah.
I saw that dumper when you walked up.
you saw the cake back there?
It's fine and meaty.
I'm gonna be honest with you. These tight joggers.
What are you working with, Beyonce? Let me see.
You want to see it?
I want to
Can I
put
let the
that
crowd see
Can I
it?
moon?
Yeah.
Or is that
well, I mean,
Should I not
you
do
know,
that?
it's your career. Dude.
I have a
Do what you
tattoo on
wanna
my
do.
butt. Would that give me points?
I don't know. Does everybody want to see Maddie Stew's butt tattoo?
Well, that was one
Yeah,
person.
one person.
He's also
Oh,
dead.
two people. The butt tattoo from Maddie Stew. Here we go. This has never happened in a job interview before, I'm sure. But it's a lightning bolt. And
Also,
for-
look how fucking string bean skinny that dude is. All
Yeah.
his meat went to his butt, so
You know-
I applaud you for that.
Kegels, dude. You should try them.
You know what I thought about that tattoo,
Ass
CJ?
Eagles.
You know what I
Ass
thought about that tattoo, CJ?
It'd be a great place to come.
So gay. Shut up. No, he's gonna say so gay. He's doing the punchline, you fucking prick. So gay.
Yeah, it would be a good place to come.
And
CJ,
get a
hold
new
on.
job because
CJ.
you have a cool tattoo.
What are you doing after this if you meant that?
Oh, God.
We'll find out
Well,
soon.
yeah,
Don't
we'll find
sexually
out.
harass me!
Hey!
Dude, see, I do like to be abused. Me and him have a good thing going.
I think
I'm
you'd be a
liking this
good
lot.
intern position. I'm going to write intern on here in
That's very
capital
good. Yeah,
bold.
unpaid.
Yeah.
And I didn't give a resume just because I'm old school. I get jobs off of handshakes. You know, that's how
Oh,
it
a
goes.
hand job
Also,
with
you don't have to
handshakes,
pay
you
me
know
in
what I'm
money. You can pay me in favors. Just keep that.
Wow, this is very
That's important, right?
sexual. This is the most sexual
Not
interview
favors
of the
like
night.
that, dude. I meant more like Italian style, like
Oh, like an
in a booth.
Italian hand job? What's that? Is that like the thumb down?
Italian, wasn't that a movie with Mark Wahlberg, the Italian hand job?
You twist your
Italian
thumb
job.
while you're
Italian
going.
job. Close.
Okay.
That's how they wrecked so many cars in that film. It's just
You gotta
good.
focus on the road.
It's like, yeah, we're doing a bank robbery. We're running away from enemies, but it's always like, hey, I gotta get a quick snack.
Yeah.
You gotta work it out.
Well,
Which one of us is taking this bit, dude?
Real quick knob shift here, you know. I got you. Well, actually, I really I appreciate you coming up. We're gonna let you keep pushing, but I think that I don't know, CJ. He might be a good intern, to be honest.
Dude, if anything, CJ, we should kick it, bro.
He's a funny guy.
You're cool, too.
He's got his shit going. You know, it's not paid, so.
Like I said, dude, just handshake guys.
But benefits, you know, you're gonna get to see places and the world, maybe.
Who's intern?
Yeah, if you want to see the world dating a Austin, Texas low-rate radio disc jockey host, isn't the way to do it.
Can somebody try and stamp that? Clip
If
that.
you like jacking off sad men,
If you like Italian hand jobs, I'm your man.
Or happy, man. You can jack off a happy.
where do we find your podcast? Where do we find you on social media?
So I'm Maddie Stew.
Yeah!
You gotta say it as I'm shooting you.
I'm Maddie Stew. I'm Maddie Stew on. Ow, it's starting to sting, dude. You're in the same spot. Maddie Stew on Instagram. Captain's Dogs. And fuck. All right. That's enough from me.
I'll stop. I did go a little hard there.
You went a little hard. All right, Maddie Stew, the captain's dog. We appreciate you coming up. Thank you, Maddie. Thank you. All right, brother. Thank you, man. Let's keep it pushing. Yeah, this guy just jumped off the stage like a pro. If you kick that camera, I'll kick your ass. All right. Let's keep it pushing. Let's go Dulce. How about Dulce? Hey-o. I think I know Dulce. I think she's friends with Giuseppe. I think she also is bilingual, but you didn't circle bilingual on here. Grant set me up for failure. He said that she's bilingual, and now I feel like
I
you didn't
am
circle-
bilingual.
Yeah, but
She's
like,
just
you
not
didn't
super
circle
polite.
it.
I was about to call you like you're very much generalizing someone, and then she goes, "Yeah, I'm bilingual." Okay.
I was born in Venezuela, so
Okay, so you want to do digital content producer, but you only circled the word content on digital content
I
producer.
thought it was implied, like the circle.
No, it was. I just didn't know if there was a reason why you chose the word content. I mean, which is
No, just the whole thing.
that's an appropriate word, I think, for all of the jobs. But so, what do you do now? You're a photographer. You're self-employed. I know you do some comedy. You don't have that on here.
Yeah, I do comedy. I'm a photographer.
So, what kind of things would translate to the digital content producer role?
I went to film school. I also did like marketing.
We all did.
Well,
Yeah.
I was gonna continue. I did marketing for a dispensary in San Diego. I do a lot of concert shoots. I used to.
My most important film school question: Final Cut Pro, Adobe Premiere, or Avid? Where do you edit?
Premiere and Avid.
That's my girl. I like you very much.
You know, I'm a fan of DaVinci Resolve. You ever use DaVinci Resolve?
No.
Either of you?
Well,
Blackmagic
I'm not a
design.
Luddite.
Yeah, I learned on Avid Media, but You could do better color grading, I think. And,
We forgot to have you drop a chip, by the way.
Oh shit!
Are you cool to drop a chip?
Yeah. You ready to get shot up? What's up? No, I'm just kidding. We won't go as hard as you as we
No,
do.
There are very clear rules of this show. You do not get shot unless the Plinko deems it. So it's up to you.
That's fair. You will find what is inside for you. Oh! The first Don Rico of the night. Let's go.
Sponsor.
I need another glass. Can I get a cup, please?
While we're getting a glass, I'm going to dip into the same, maybe too racist white boy thing I did, and in bilingual at our radio stations, it is an older generation, and there are a lot of gritos we have. Can you do a grito?
He distracted me. What was the question?
Can you do a grito? And I know you're Venezuelan, so that might not be a part of your musical experience, but it is a very big one at our radio station here.
A grito, like a yell?
Yes.
Like, woo!
That's good. I like.
That's my yell.
Yeah, like that.
That was still wonderful.
That was good, actually. I thought that was swell. This guy, CJ Morgan here.
Now I'm from
with the culture appropriation.
A little bit. That's what us white boys do best.
We are good at it. We're talented. I like that. That hat looks good on you. The first winner of the night for the Don Rico. Taste it. Don't chug it. Take a little sip. I think it's good, even warm, which is a good testament to a good beverage.
I usually drink whiskey, but it's not bad.
Well, that's perfect. This was aged in a whiskey oak barrel, American oak barrel, which is a bourbon barrel. So it has hints of whiskey, so it's up your alley. That's why I think you like it.
I like it.
It's good. It's good. So digital content producer, Photoshop. You do Avid. You do Premiere. What's your favorite?
Premiere, probably.
What is that? Because you have the Adobe Cloud and you can just do it all in one.
Yeah, I have the cloud.
It's also super easier to hack into that shit than Final Cut or
for sure. I'm not a fan of the new Final Cut anyway. I don't know if you guys have used it.
Memes. How are you at the meme game? Can you create your own, or are you just good at redistributing memes that others have created?
I'm pretty good at creating memes, I would say.
What's the last meme you created?
I mean, I don't keep track. I'm a comedian, so I just post random stuff about relevant things going on, if that makes sense. So.
No, it doesn't make sense, but you are a comedian and you are funny sometimes on social media is what I heard.
No, like I just mean like if there's like something relevant going on, like trending on Twitter, I'll try to do a joke on
what would you do for the R. Kelly getting 30 years?
Like, just him getting 30 years?
30 years of prison time for diddling all those little girls. What would you do for Bill Cosby?
Bill Cosby? I always joke about how he couldn't drug me because I'm from Houston. That's what I say about
I've already been to every bar in Montrose, and your fucking pills don't work on me, bitch.
Yeah, that's what I say about Cosby.
Good luck, Jello. Well, Quaaludes, they might work on me. They don't exist anymore. I never tried one. Did you ever try? I don't know how old you are, CJ.
But if we want Quaaludes, please, if you know a Quaalude dealer, bring it down to us.
If you know a Quaalude scientist, I would like his information, please.
I am happy I'm an older fuck now, because if you're gonna do blow, if you're gonna do Molly, if you're gonna do anything these days, you basically have to buy a kit off Amazon to make sure it doesn't have something else.
Yeah.
No, literally.
Because it's so the whole fentanyl thing is so bad and dangerous. Now, transitioning to radio, you're an advertiser. You work for Big Fentanyl. I need you to do a 15-second commercial to convince our audience that fentanyl is good.
Yes.
All right.
Full note, it's not, but we'll take anyone's fucking money.
Yeah. We're sponsor horse here.
And now, representing Big Fentanyl.
Does your back hurt most of the time? Have you lost all hope? Do you find yourself losing all confidence every day? Try fentanyl. The
Yeah.
Xanax bar that keeps on giving.
Very good. Very good, Dulce. I like that. On
That
the
was-
spot.
That was wonderful.
The Xanax bar that keeps on giving.
We do a contest of influencers, and I think that was the best improvised on-the-spot jingle I've heard in a very long time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree. That was good.
Side note, if there's one serious thing I say tonight, when you meet a buddy in the bathroom and you're about to do a key bump, just whip out your test strips and make sure shit's good. If you think a world-famous rapper has a better connect than you do, you don't.
Yeah, Mac Miller died, R.I.P. You heard about the roofie strips at the bars too? You heard about that, CJ?
No, I didn't.
So at the Creek in the Cave, they have this, like this size of a little. You take your straw and you drop a drop on your little
Card, and
if it turns a color, then there's roofenol in there.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
That's good to
The
know.
Creek and Cave has one. I don't know who else is doing it, but I've heard that it's a
I hope
thing
more
now.
people do that. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, they can just do it for my Coke.
All right, now you work for Big Rohypnol.
Yeah, now you're a big Rohypnol.
Give us another 15-second commercial for why Rohypnol is good.
Do you not want to have sex with your husband anymore?
Yeah.
Has it just become a painful memory?
That was good. Yeah. The painful memories of fucking, I don't know.
Man, sex
arranged
when you're
marriage.
in a relationship fucking sucks.
Yeah.
It gets old, it gets sad, it gets weird. It gets
Are you in a relationship?
No.
Not tonight.
Hey. Double.
Yeah,
triple.
sorry, this is more pertaining to the last person we interviewed.
Yeah.
I was promised sad hand jobs.
You were promised
in the States.
Irish hand jobs, Italian jobs. Italian jobs. That's
I like it.
That's what we'll call it. Yeah, well, digital, I mean, I think you have a talent. You're clearly a creative person. I think that digital content producing would be right up your alley. Anything else that's not on your resume that we should know about? I went to Los Angeles Film School too, by the
Yeah,
way.
it seems like
yeah.
you're one of them LAers coming here to turn us into Los Angeles.
Oh,
No. I already lived here.
you looked at it
I
before
just
you went.
lived there for like a year and a half.
Now, another thing that a lot of people in Texas worry about, you're Venezuelan. Did you grow up there and then move to the United States, or do you have much of a memory of Venezuela?
Yeah, I lived there until I was 13.
Now, we're told that Beto O'Rourke is going to turn us into Venezuela. We're going to all be coming to Venezuela. We're going to be Venezuela. That's all I hear these days.
Yeah.
Why is it so bad that Beto wants to turn us into Venezuela?
Why is it bad? I mean, I don't know why he wants to turn us into Venezuela, but
He
it's-
doesn't. People in small towns in Texas are just fucking stupid.
Basically, there's
Yeah.
no food. So, like, to buy food at the store, they go by, like, your ID number. So, like, if it...
You're ranked in order.
Yeah.
This Hunger Games? What are we talking about here? What
Basically.
district are you in?
And people get kidnapped a lot.
But don't you have a shit ton of oil?
Yeah, but they don't, like, only the politicians get that money.
You know, should drench themselves in the sweet, creamy gift that is oil.
Yeah, but no one really, only really poor people are still there. Everyone else got out of there.
All right, last thing. I don't want to be too fucking political, but I think it's very important to talk about politics when we have a woman on stage who grew up in a country and moved to the United States. And I need you to be completely honest, and I know this is shit to be political and to bring this kind of divisive crap up, but I have to know, Church's chicken or Popeyes?
Oh,
Which is better?
I like Popeyes.
because of the sandwiches or their biscuits? What are we talking?
No, they have better sides, but Church's has actually better fried chicken.
I agree. That's what I'm saying. But Popeyes has the better chicken sandwich. Can we be honest with that?
Well, she said her piece.
Yeah,
I've
you did.
mostly had Popeyes also, so
We're
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Asking the real true issues here.
I like it.
I'm not married to it. I can change.
Oh.
Thank you.
So what? Yeah. Okay.
So what are you doing later? You want to? And I'm telling you that the shittier the neighborhood, the better the Church's Chickens is. It's opposite with KFC and Popeyes.
I believe that.
Okay, it's so fucking true. If you really want to slum it, go to a college town of San Marcos, right on the river. Golden Chick. They haven't changed that grease since grease was invented.
All right, let's go. Just up.
All right, cool. Well, thank you so much, Dulce. We appreciate you coming out. Everybody give up for Dulce. She did win the only Don Rico prize of the night. She got a hat. Thank you again for everybody coming out. We're going to wrap up the show right now. This has been Humorous Resources. Thank you to Big CJ Morgan coming out here. What's up, buddy? Appreciate it, man. He's on 101X from 2 to 7.
And 102.7 ESPN Radio from 11 to 1.
Oh shit, you guys just got that radio station.
Yeah, it fucking sucks, man. Talking for 2 hours is very stressful.
Yeah.
You end up saying a lot of messed up shit, as you will see on the website when these videos are
recorded. Yeah, they are recorded. They will be online. This whole episode will be on YouTube. You can follow us at HR Show ATX. You can also follow CJ Morgan at the
on the internet.
Morgan
just
Show.
Find it.
Yeah. I think it's the CJ Morgan Show. I could be wrong. Probably wrong. Either way. That's it for us tonight, everybody. I appreciate you for coming out. Thank you for supporting. Give yourselves a round of applause. Get drunk and let's...
Tip very well.
Yeah, tip your waiters, tip your waitresses. We'll see you in the crowd. Thank you so much. Woo!